This is the story of Dr. Frankenstein. Once upon a time, before the invention of the real doll, there lived a lonely, lonely man named Dr. Frankenstein. Dr. Frankenstein lived in a huge castle somewhere in Europe. After a sad couple years of failed speed dating, Match.com dates, and an accidental Grindr encounter, Dr. Frankenstein was about to give in to a life of solitude. Until, one day, he found something in his dad's old journals. It seems his father had put years into research for bringing the dead back to life. Here it is, he thought, the vaccine for the disease that is loneliness. And with that, he set to work. He altered his father's plans in order to change the gender of the monster. Then it was off to the graveyard. He got to pick and choose all his favorite features in a lady. Long legs, a pretty face, big eyes. She was perfect. For him, I mean. She was sort of conventionally beautiful in an 18th century sort of way, but not everybody is into that sort of thing. Now, he just had to wait for the perfect night. The perfect storm to harness just the right amount of lightning to zap this lady into the world of the living. When the night came, he was ready. He laid the monster on the table and plugged her in. It was time. Then, all of a sudden, lightning struck. The body twitched with the sudden surge. The doctor stood back. Staring at his creation, he waited for signs of life. Then, another twitch. It lives! It's alive! It's alive! The monster groaned. She's alive! And with that, he had a partner. The rest of the day, the doctor showed her everything about the world. He showed her Facebook, Donald Trump, the Kardashians, that crazy new Peaches music video. That night, they laid together. But Dr. Frankenstein woke up in the middle of the night to find his bed empty. He looked up to see his creation slipping on her heel. As it turned out, Frankenstein's monster was afraid of more than just fire. She was also afraid of commitment. The good doctor spent the next 4 hours wishing she had never left him, wishing he had never created her at all. And then he heard it. Screaming and yelling. He looked outside his window. His monster was being chased by torches and pitchforks. He ran out to bring her to the safety of his castle walls. "I'll protect you, my darling." And the monster rolled her eyes in disgust. And the two lived happily ever after. Well, as happy as two people could be when one doesn't really want to be there and doesn't really have a choice, and the other one knows she doesn't want to be there, but he's still trying to make it work. Anyway, come back next time and you'll hear the story of the wolf that cried boy. Spoiler alert, the wolves eat the boy.
Luke was like, whiny, do something! And R2-D2 was like, boop beep boop! And Chewbacca was like, and Obi-Wan was like, come over here and sit on my face!